All right, guys, welcome back. It is day 3. It is modern day, the biggest, scariest day. And today, I am joined by Caleb Reddick and Michael Eskew kicking things off. We're going to be talking a bit about modern as we roll into the day here. Gentlemen, how we doing this morning?
Great. Feeling good. Had my coffee.
Had your coffee? What'd you have last night?
Last night I had a few little. I didn't drink too much. It was good.
Oh, okay, good. And what are we playing today, gentlemen? That's the big question on everybody's mind.
I'm doing a defensive shell. It's an on-theme team. I'm doing Demon in Armor that comes along with the Captain Carter shield. I've got Saki that comes with his world-famous cloak. I'm doing the Watcher from the starter set with the Pumpkin Bombs from Spider-Man, Venom, and Absolute Carnage. I'm doing Chip, and he's got the emotional modifier, and I've got Flash, not equipped. I'm doing an MOE chase. And then the Legacy Green Lantern with the Green Lantern ring.
Ooh, I love that Legacy Green Lantern. And for MOE, which ones are sitting out? Which ones are you not playing?
So I'm not using Dark Phoenix, Thor, and the Wolverine, whichever one that one is. The Hound.
Gotcha. So full sideline is MOE today.
Yes.
You're ready to swap out.
Except Destroyer. I have
Except Destroyer. Okay.
Prime.
Interesting. Very good, man. And Mike, how about you?
I'm running Animals. It's a little different than traditional Animals. It's got the Lockjaw. But my Lockjaw has the cloak on it.
Okay.
The Saki cloak. It's got High Evo Prime. It's got double maggot. One of the maggots is equipped with a Blue Lantern ring. It's got Cosmo. Cosmo has the emotional modifier. High Evo Prime has his Isotope A. And then I have double Ms. Marvels. So.
Okay. Yeah, I saw your build actually. The double Miss Marvels, really cool, man.
The idea is it's all about the alpha. I live and die by it. My games will be over generally pretty soon. I either will win or lose pretty quickly, and it tends to do well enough. I have a few bad matchups, but it does well enough. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, good deal, man. And High Evo Prime too. Wow, that's a tough sell in today's game. What made you land on that?
20 points for leadership, 18 defend, double perplex, a prob, and support.
Okay, so
and
that kind of.
I don't know if I said that, but leadership as well.
Okay, nice.
20 points.
Yeah, that ties together the force pretty well. It seems like everything else on there is kind of just like you said. Games are going to be quick. I'm going to get in your face. We'll have a little glass cannon fun.
Yes.
And Miss Marvel too. I think you've got to be one of the only people playing it.
Yeah, it's in practice it goes really pretty well since they both have Empower and they both have Close Combat Expert. I'm running 2 of them. I'm picking Animals as the keyword, so they get to use Perplex as well. So the team has 5 stat mods with it altogether, and it has Turn Off, an Outwit, and 3 props. And so when it goes in, it's usually hitting with the equivalent of 15 fives, between 13 and 15 fives.
Gosh!
It's usually a double flurry and then 2 single attacks and then 2 poisons. So that's usually what it comes in on the alpha. It's like 32 points maximum damage, but usually somewhere in the 20 to 30 range, what it does.
Wow. That's pretty solid. Hey guys, don't sleep on Miss Marvel. I think everyone has been, and Mike here just might prove today that you guys were sleeping for the wrong reason. But
keep sleeping.
Keep sleeping. So my next question, guys. Obviously, Spider Prime has made his waves. We've heard, we've seen. He's conquered. We watched. Caleb, I mean, you won an event.
I did.
So he didn't conquer one. This is a Canadian Nationals champion right here. What are you guys? So what are you guys expecting to see? Are you guys worried to see anything as well?
Worried to see. I'm expecting Spider-Man. I also think that people
are
knowing that Spider-Man is well versed and people know how to play against him. I think we'll see a uptick of the 2x2 APOC. I think rulers are going to be coming back. And I think we're going to have a lot of APOC and Genesis grand prizes at their 35-point line. I think we will see probably no full-point grand prize APOC.
I would not doubt that. I think the OMA is just too risky of a play in an environment where you have things like the stop sign to just completely lock somebody out of a game. And also, I mean, the value you get at 35, it's like, why are you even looking at that? At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm off
hard
there.
to kill at 35 points.
It's like, I'll save you for the end of the game, and we're probably not getting there anyway. How about you, Mike? What are you
What am I most
expecting?
scared of? Oh, what am I definitely a lot of Spider-Man Prime. It's very accessible. It's not too expensive. The team itself is not too expensive. Well, it gets to be expensive when you bet in the rest of it. But
Yeah, when you have throw in a
more-
Mephisto.
and the MOE chases, but Spider-Man Prime itself is so versatile. You don't have to have the MOE chases. I do think they're better with he is better with MOE chases, but you can build a team without it and still be quite effective. And that alone makes it a pretty high uptick in usage. You're still going to see switches. It's the one I don't want to see the most is a switch.
The switch.
Yeah, defensive switch is tough for a lot of people. That's probably one of the biggest things I'm most worried about. We will see that. I think you're right. We won't see a lot of full point APOCs, but we will see a lot of grand prize APOCs everywhere.
Yes.
I actually think somewhere Merlin. I know we talked about it last year. I think Merlin could. We've talked about it for weeks.
He's been the wild card figure. We've heard. Well, I guess not. But I was at the hotel last night, and everyone's like, "Yeah, man, Merlin's out there." And I was like, "Well, everyone's saying that, but I have yet to hear from somebody that they're playing him."
Yeah,
No,
we
I
did.
haven't
It won states. It won Michigan,
states,
I think,
yes.
or there was other states that Merlin was.
One
used to
Michigan,
win.
interesting.
It might have been not Michigan. There was a state.
Oh, there was. Yeah, no, there was. And then PJ's event in Chicago, which would have been in like April. Somebody played the Merlin, Scarlet Witch, Arachnite, that mystical theme,
Yeah.
and that ended up winning like a 50-man event. So he is out there.
And he's good enough. It's being able to play it to its maximum, and he dies so quickly. But if you can protect him, it's in my opinion, one of the scariest teams out there.
I think it's one that people are the least prepared for.
Because
Yes.
every team has so many free actions, they don't realize what are free actions because it's just part of your routine of first, second, third turns. You just have everything's a free now.
And everybody's relying on 8 to 10, 15 free actions
Yeah.
in a turn. And I'm not
Spider-Man alone takes like 6.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So we're
That's right.
relying on that, and if you only get 4 or 5 maximum, that's significantly different. Right, changes your whole strategy.
absolutely. I actually got a comment here that says a buddy of mine at Worlds is also running 2 Miss Marvels. So
I think I ran into him yesterday. I think he's an animal team. His is a little different than mine.
Okay.
It may not be the same person, but it might be. But I haven't heard anybody else playing Miss Marvel except
I
for this
haven't
one
either.
person.
So
But we'll see how it goes. His is a little different than mine. But the double Miss Marvels I think they're legit. They crack easy. They die easy. They do.
But
they hit hard.
they hit really hard.
And they usually they get more than their points worth. Almost
Sure.
always. So.
Yeah, the only experience I have with Miss Marvels, I had done an interview with Joe Alves previously, and he goes, "Yeah, I think she'll be good post rotation."
I think if you don't have 2, now is the time to get them. They're $10 super rares. That'll be $20 or $30 super rares after rotation.
I think that's a pretty fair bet, and I would also agree. Pick those up now while you still can, because I'm sure there's like 50 on eBay right now that you could just pick up like that.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Well, any final thoughts? Kind of going into Worlds here. Do we have anything
I'm ready
else?
for Scarab to retire.
Ready for Scarab to retire. Okay.
I'm ready for Disney Plus to retire. I know it's good. I know everybody loves it, and everybody likes pieces of it, and I love it too. But I'm ready for it to go. It's had its heyday, and it's been too dominant for too long. I'm ready for it to go.
It's very fair. Scarlet Witch definitely turns the meta on its head. It's something that you always have to be ready for. But as a fan of the Sicarian Iron Man, I am a little sad.
Me too.
He feels like one of the strongest meta figures that never feels bad to play against. I've never gone away from a game with Sackman and been like,
I didn't get to play the game.
yeah.
That's fair.
Like Switch gives you.
And playing against him, if you go deal with him, he's one of the easier ones to deal with. Sure, it takes a lot of actions, but it's never like, oh, I can't hit you, or oh, you rolled out, or you parried me 4 times,
That's fair.
So,
But between Disney Plus and Wonder Woman 80, I'm really ready for those
Yeah.
to go. Those 2 particularly. I mean, they had too high of a percentage of meta figures in them, and they've been 2 staples for too long.
yeah,
We need to
100%
churn.
agreed. Faust, you can rot. And then, I don't know if you can reach that, Mike, that little Batman on the table. Guys, we got a little giveaway to do right in the morning for you early birds who showed up. So, Caleb and Mike will tell you how to win this. What are they commenting, guys?
Go ahead. Is it Clicksman better than Phoenix?
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Clicksmen are better than Phoenix Nest.
So, yep, type in the Clicksman on Caleb's hat here. That's basically X-Men with clicks instead.
And shirt.
Yeah, and the shirt. Oh my gosh, how did I miss
Can't
that?
see it. There we go.
So, Clicksman, greater than sign, Phoenix Nest. If you type that in, you'll be entered to win a Bat Mermaid here. And once again, guys, if you do win anything, please let us know in the email, dialh for Heroclix@gmail, on Facebook or YouTube what your shipping address is so we can actually send it to you. I'm going to set a little timer here, and then we will get some entries in. So yeah, how's the week been for you guys outside of Modern? Has it been pretty fun so far?
Graceland's always a lot of fun. After you're playing your games, you go over to the hotel, you hang out in the lobby. There's a nice, awesome patio outside. We played shuffleboard last night. Restaurants around here, the barbecue is amazing.
It is.
The weather's been terrific this year. The years past, it's been 90 to 100 degrees, or for people outside the country, 30 to 40 plus degrees sometimes. But but this year it's 60 to 80, or what is that, 15 to 25 or so. It's super comfortable. Actually, the walk to and from has been really pleasant this year. Actually, it's been welcome to walk back, which is a little different than the years past. But yeah, it's just I love the social aspect. I love the competitive aspect. It's one of my favorite few days of the year.
It really is.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any luck in BRs as well?
No.
I have.
No, flat out no.
I did get second place, but no Venom God of Symbiote was dropped.
Well, I have won 4 BRs, and I've gotten a Watcher and 3 Thorg wins. They're all good pieces. I just don't want. I don't.
Oh man, that hurts. That really hurts. Nothing great pulled then. Did you get to play any of the chases, see any of the chases, or?
Yeah, I've gotten to see a lot of the deceased. They're fine. I think they're fine. They have not been as game-breaking as I thought they would be. The Black Lantern chases are a little different. Some of those are pretty good, but I think the deceased are okay. I think when you get into, I'm curious at how it'll fall in the competitive.
It's hard because when you're paying that 75-point price tag and comparing it to what is current, I think after rotation, everyone kind of has that mental dump, and then you have the mindset shift. So
I think you're absolutely right. I think I need to shift because we are so used to super.
I'm so used to a 13 move Flash who can carry my whole team and double incap you in leadership, and and Faust who can just throw up a finger or two. Right?
Absolutely. So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
But 75 points is a tough sell, especially when the MOE falls in like 50. So I don't know, but I am curious. I really like the deceased pieces. I managed to get a deceased Hawkman, and he's really cool. I love the JSA, so
They all look really cool.
Oh.
They all look really cool.
There is the timer, guys. So let me go ahead and tabulate here our entries, and we'll go ahead and do a random number generator. Wow, we only had 5 people enter this morning. Oh my goodness.
Too early
Agree
for
with
it.
us.
That's right. That's right.
5 people are good. Yeah, maybe there were some people saying I'm not doing that. So give me one moment, guys. We'll do a quick 1 through 5 here. All right, it's number 1. So the first person to comment, which was Corey Capehart. Clicksman better than Phoenix Nest. Saying it
Thanks,
himself.
Corey. Appreciate the love.
You are going to walk away with a Bat Mermaid this morning. I will go ahead and get your name on a label, guys. Thank you for joining me. And best of luck. I'm sure we'll be touching base with you. I'm sure we'll snag a few more interview videos with you. And yeah, hopefully you guys don't run into a switch. And is that also your
Scarab?
Scarab.
Scarab is my
I'll cross my fingers. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go find some more people. I'm just going to play a quick commercial for you. And we'll be back with some more players.
Adios.
Later.
Hey you, I see your impressive Heroclix collection there. Do you happen to like Heroclix?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you wish you had more Heroclix content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok?
Dude, how did you get in here?
Just think, you could be watching awesome Heroclix content right now.
Okay, you gotta tell me why you're here or else I'm gonna have to call the police.
Introducing Heroclix USA. Heroclix USA is a channel where we talk about all things Heroclix. From shorts to skits to gameplay and informational videos, we got you covered. And it's all free. So check out Heroclix USA on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. That was a pretty fun little segment. We had the Clicksman on. Now we're gonna wait for a few more guests, and special thanks to Heroclix USA for dropping us that fun little ad for your commercial break here. The line is filling up insanely outside. I'm really impressed how many people are out there and getting ready for Team Worlds. It's only 8:40 right now, so we can expect a lot more to get lined up. I also saw some people hurriedly filling out their build sheet on top of their clicks tray, and they like half dropped their clicks tray. It was very funny. Nothing broke, trust me, nothing actually fell, but it was very funny to watch. So we've got quite a big line. A lot of people are coming in. We're seeing a lot of familiar faces. We're seeing a lot of names. We're having a good time so far today at at Worlds. But yeah, we're just kind of waiting for registration to kick off. We haven't opened the doors yet or anything, and I think a lot of people were able to pre-register for this event. Verification still needs to start, so we're getting excited. We're almost there, but we're well away from a start at Team Worlds. We have Team Worlds, singles.
Slightly more prepared.
How is that, Simeon?
Printed off their build sheet. Not only would they be entered to win a convention exclusive,
That is right.
but they would have made the judges' lives a lot easier. So
Would have made everybody online's lives easier when we share a picture
not to put
of.
old George on blast there, but you know. Just
Some
saying.
people could stand
Just
to clean up their handwriting a little bit, or if you don't want to worry about that, just go ahead and type. Hitting those magical keys just make everything look so
Yeah.
much better.
They made that beautiful print fill-outable PDF.
Very
which is
easy.
very cool. And then, of course, HC Units also works. Either of those build sheets. All right.
It looks like we got a couple more guests
Our
coming
next
in.
set of guests.
Do you smell that? You smell that? I think they're bringing some smoke with them, Simeon. We got a couple of Canadians heading our way, eh? Oh, sure, yeah, there, bud. Oh, I don't. I'm not. Well, I said we got some smoke heading our way. Is that coming down from Canada? They're bringing fire with them, I
So
hear.
if you guys want to go ahead and have a seat here. All right, guys, a few more players funneling in, and we will get started here in just a moment. All right, looks like we are good to go. We are joined by Devin from the JSA Clicks podcast and Emily, who you can find her blog posted all over Facebook, correct? And then what is the site name?
Withemily.ca. Super easy.
Boom, bam. All right, guys, I guess the first question is, how are we feeling? I know I asked you on the walk-in, but for the viewers at home?
I'm tired, but good.
Good? Okay, good.
Feeling confident.
Excellent.
I'm feeling less confident because I did the thing that I do and made up a new team like 2 weeks before and have played it 3 times, so we'll see how it goes.
I thought you were about to say I made up a team last night. I was like,
No,
oh
no.
my goodness.
I have done that as well, but this time it was at least
This
I got
time?
to play it a few times.
Okay, good deal, good deal. So, with that said, what are we playing, Devin? You want to let us know?
Yeah, so at
Scoot this a little closer to you, too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
so at Ontario Provincials, I played Animals, and then at Canadian Nats, I played a Demon in Armor defensive shell team. So for Worlds, I mixed them together.
I like
So
it.
I'm playing Demon in Armor, I'm playing Saint Walker, Chip, Cosmo, Legacy Green Lantern, a Maggot, and in Deep Cuts Invisible Woman.
Okay.
The Deep Cuts Invisible Woman is there over Deep Cuts Human Torch, for example, who's just probably a better figure overall because she gets to choose the direction of the knockback, so you can theoretically knock a Scarlet Witch out of a rune towards you instead of away from you where it doesn't do any good. So the hope is to kidnap some Scarlet Witches that are hiding in runes and kill them before they're
I had seen George Massue running that at an event a while back, and I was just like, what the heck? And then on a live stream, I saw him do that to somebody.
Yeah.
It's a free action to knock them back,
exactly.
correct?
Yeah, I
Incredible
mean, just
economy.
like against anything else, it's the same as Human Torch. You're getting 1 damage from knockback for free. It's a little bit more flexible because you can choose the direction, but against Scarlet Witches specifically, you have the extra upside of being able to take them out of rune to attack them.
I really like that. And also, I mean, you have 4 construct droppers, is that right?
I have
Saint Walker,
I have
Chip?
3 free action construct droppers, and I have a yellow ring on my
Okay.
magnet. So 4
Yeah.
total people who can create constructs in 3 different colors. I have an
All
entire
right.
box in my bin that's just full of constructs. because
I like
there's so
it.
many of them.
And Emily, what are you playing today?
I am on Prime Spidey.
Oh, we found our first Prime Spider-Man player. Okay, what else is going with that?
So Necrosword, of course. I've got Sicarian Iron Man with the cloak.
Gotta have Saki with the cloak.
I've got Venom Eggs with a yellow ring.
Okay.
It was Darkhold initially, but I found I was always using Perplex, so I was like, let's get some constructs potential if I need them on top
Extra
of it
barrier. That's always nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a MOE chase swap. I start with Iron Inquisitor on the map.
Okay.
I've got Commissioner, so I can get my rookie out there, and Mephisto.
Yeah, of course, gotta have Mephisto with the
Yeah,
MOE
Mephisto
swap.
and Prime Spider-Man just work so well together.
It's bread and butter. It's PB&J, salt and pepper, however you want to label it. Getting your Prime Spider-Man to keep going is just, I mean, we've seen it. it's proven to be very, very hard to deal with. The mobility that Spider-Man has, I mean, it seems second to none at this point. Maybe to Flash, but not even. Flash isn't taking like 3 actions in a turn, so there's always that. Do you guys have any matchups that you guys are particularly scared of today? Is there figures you don't want to see? Are there things that are just going to light up your spot?
It partially depends on whether I get to go first.
Okay.
But Scarab teams are really scary for me.
Pulling up the chat. I'm not being rude, I promise.
The problem with Scarab teams is that, like, if they take me to a large map and I have to move out halfway to have a chance to get to them, and they're playing time platform, they get to time platform my Flash back to the starting area, and then I can't catch them. One of my friends, Paul Cote, plays a bunch of Scarab, and I did a practice game against him.
And he's your friend.
Right. Yeah, he was joking about that. He was like, this is the team that I play when I want to lose all of my friends. Yeah, and he just set my Flash back to the starting area. I had to do weird stuff, just like trying to move up with Chip and like breaking a wall to try to get there, and just like basically ended up just standing beside him instead of making any attacks. And it was like, okay, now you get to kill me. Go ahead. So hoping that I somehow pull out the map roll win if I face some Scarabs.
Is it typically like is Morlock tunnels? Was that
it's
it? Yeah.
Always Morlock tunnels.
It's always Morlock tunnels. Why'd you bring it back, WizKids? How about you, Emily? What's the scary team for Spider-Man to go against?
I've got a couple.
A couple, okay.
A couple, which is, so it's like, yeah, I'm playing a team that I know I have a couple of really bad matchups. So that multiple Scarab team, the one that a couple of people are playing like 4 or 5 Scarabs on, that one's scary.
We'll use this word very seldomly. I hate that. Okay, continue.
And the defensive switch team scares me, where they, like, the rune is right out in front of them. They're in the back wall with switch at the back of the rune marker, and then somebody that they can mastermind to, like Iron Inquisitor, right behind them.
Oh, sure. So playing the edge of it, yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's like, how do you get both into the rune and attempt to drop a piece of elevated under switch so she's not like
adjacent for the mastermind,
yeah,
and then
we were playing at maps yesterday, and we're like, how do we do this when you drop your elevated immediately because you've lost the super strength immediately as you enter? Like,
and they pretty frequently put up some barriers. So like, how do you get around that?
Yeah. Like if you're holding
on a map like Negative Zone as well, it's like, so if you guys don't know Negative Zone, little 4x4 starting area, walls on the side, they barrier in the front, they rune there as well. It's really, really hard to break through this. Sure, they're not scoring points, but if they hand you off the initiative and say, well, what are you going to do?
I gotta pick a small map, or I gotta pick something that's not their closed-in map.
And if they just like play a Scarab as well, then they get to do stuff while they're sitting in their starting area.
And that's the worst. You know, I can understand why we've already gotten Scarab twice as an answer, because if I was playing today, that'd probably be the one thing where it's like, I'm really not.
Yeah, the thing with Scarab is that like it hasn't actually done that well through its time in Modern, but it's always terrifying to play against.
It is, yeah.
It sometimes doesn't work.
It's
but
the
it's still
sky is
scary.
falling piece. You know, when if you guys remember when it first came out, it was, oh, the game is broken. No one's ever gonna play anything else. And then I think it was like 2 weeks of tournaments, poof.
Yeah.
And then we went into the Sky Tyrant meta, and that was much. I mean, it was better, but still, we're happy to see him retire.
Yeah, not gonna be unhappy with that. It's just a super big Modern for this year's Worlds. There's like 12 sets in it or whatever. I don't know.
It is
I haven't counted, but
probably
there are a lot
more
of
than
features
12,
available.
right?
It's possible.
It's quite a few. And yeah, I think, you know, when it comes to that, it's so hard to narrow down a team. I think honestly, if I was going to be here, I probably would be in the same boat as you, Emily. I'd probably be looking to play that Spider-Man. It's a proven thing. It's an offensive team, which that's how I like to play. But I just spoke with Mike, and he was talking about playing an animal build with double Miss Marvel, and now I'm thinking, like,
cool
maybe
build.
that's what I would have done. I really like that. So
yeah, Mike
very
played
cool.
that at Canadian Nationals as well. It's a fun build. It had the same problem that I've had with my other animals teams, which is if you don't get to their Carnage Surfer kills a lot of that team very easily.
Yeah.
But if you can, works well.
So quick question for you guys. What will be, this is kind of disingenuous. What will be the most played figure in top 8, do you guys think? So like the reason I say that is because we'll group the MOE as one. Do you guys think the Masters of Evil will be on 6+ teams?
Yeah, probably. I was thinking that the answer was Scarlet Witch, but people play MOE with both Scarlet Witch and with the Spider-Man teams, so yeah, it's probably just the MOE chases.
Or Venom Mags.
Yeah,
Venom
that's
Mags as
possible.
well, yeah.
That's a good point, just on the vast majority of teams.
How about mission points? Is mission points in top 8 at Worlds?
I think one will make the cut.
I think one will make the cut for sure. There's a couple good players that
Yeah, we don't know who's
piloting
playing them.
well.
So
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I don't know who exactly is, but if the people who I know who've been piloting it are playing it, they're good players with it.
Sure.
yeah, I don't know that one will make it all the way to top 8, but you know that team is pretty high variance. It can be, right? Like if you,
Absolutely.
if
I
you
mean,
get
the
lucky,
Taros
you
can,
can win in like turn 2, right? So.
The tarot can really dictate that. I saw that at Nationals with Lucas playing, and yeah, I remember seeing
Flip that
one
heel
turn,
tarot early.
12 mission points on turn 1. I was
Yeah.
like, well, they have a lot of time to do something about that. So, and if you guys, we'll say MOE is out of the question. No Mephisto either. If one figure was going to be on a winning build, what's your guys' pick for Worlds this year?
I picked Scarlet Witch. She's won like 90% of the big tournaments since she was illegal.
Yes.
She just like answers so many things so effectively that I don't see.
It's hard
her
to
not doing well
discounter.
again. Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man's obviously a good
I'm going
option
with
too.
I'm going with Spidey.
Going with Spider-Man. You guys heard it here first. Emily is winning it all.
I just need to win initiative against the opposing ones.
There you go.
Right?
Mhm.
So
That's what it boils down to. I mean, those Spider-Man mirrors, from what I've seen and what I've played, generally, who goes first? You have a little bit of an advantage.
yeah,
So,
and I've learned some things since playing the team at Canadian Nats
sure.
that. So I faced. And there were 4 rounds of Swiss, and I faced Spidey in all 4 rounds of Swiss.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I beat 3 of the 4 Spideys,
Okay.
and I chose to. I actually won map roll for all of them, and I chose to go first for all of them. And the one that I lost to was our boy wonder Isaac.
Oh,
who
okay.
Didn't put me on a map that we would both like. He put us on Morlock Tunnels. So I have now done a whole ton of practice of Spidey on Morlock, hoping that if I face another Spidey, I may get them with the same thing. But
Oh,
now that
okay.
I'm familiar with what to do on it, that maybe they won't be.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, at this point, I feel like we've all hit Morlock tunnels, but even then going there, if my opponent picks that, I'm still just looking at him like, dude, come on. Okay, it seems like you hate me. Do you hate yourself too? What's this about?
Yeah,
Well-
it's not quite like Ancient Hold, but it's
No,
not
it's
good.
not. Oh, I came back to the game. I had taken a brief hiatus when like doors and windows became a thing, and somebody just came in, blew all the doors off like in front of me, took a bunch of damage. However, it worked, and I remember being like, "What?" I was like,
Yeah.
"This map was already like way too much," but like hearing that, it was
The week after the Rock Provincials that released that map, our friend Mike White brought it to a casual game because we hadn't like really looked at it yet, and we sat down and he won map roll and he was like, "Oh, I'll just play this new map I got it out," and we proceeded to have the least fun game of Heroclix that I've ever played because we were both playing these casual teams with no way to navigate the map.
yeah.
So it was just we would just like move up and be like, "Oh no, I can't shoot anything. Okay, I'll just."
Oh,
pass the
that's a
turn."
door? Oh,
Yeah,
it's a door,
exactly. Spent,
Okay,
like
yeah.
half the map blowing up random blocking terrain. It was awful.
Yeah, it's about how it goes. For a long time, that was just get it away from me. I don't want to play it. I don't want to see it. Do you guys have any closing thoughts before we cut to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more players here?
Looking forward to playing. We'll see how it goes.
We'll follow you
I'm
guys
not
throughout the
confident,
day.
but I'm excited to play.
Not confident. Oh, come on, Devin. You've got
Emily
the,
has the confidence for
the
us today.
demon in an animal build.
Yep.
Do you have a Danimal build?
I called it on HC units. I called it Demon and some Alpha.
Okay. I dig that. And Emily, anything you want to
I'm
add?
just hoping to have some fun games, right? I'm hoping that I have opponents that are a pleasure to play against.
Sure. That's really what it's about, guys. Remember, we're playing a game, and that's what comes first. But we're going to cut to a quick commercial. We'll be back with more players, guys. Thanks for being on.
Thanks for having us, Ian.
We'll catch up with you
you.
guys later in the day, and we'll be back with more.
Hey you, I see your impressive Heroclix collection there. Do you happen to like Heroclix?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you wish you had more Heroclix content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok?
Dude, how did you get in here?
Just think, you could be watching awesome Heroclix content right now.
Okay, you gotta tell me why you're here, or else I'm gonna have to call the police.
Introducing Heroclix USA. Heroclix USA is a channel where we talk about all things Heroclix. From shorts to skits to gameplay and informational videos, we got you covered.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Ian goes off to find another guest, and Nationals, jeez, what is this? And Worlds is getting underway. I'm going to be joined here by your Singapore national champion, Edison Lee. Hey, there he is, everybody. Edison, how are you doing today? How are you feeling going into your very first Heroclix World Championship?
Very nervous, excited,
Mostly excited.
Mostly excited.
Well, that's a good way to be. Edison, we have talked a lot on the podcast, Simi and I, about different countries and how they kind of have a different way, a different style of playing the game. Do you feel like all your times playing in Singapore and just around, do you feel ready for the American meta, I should say?
No, actually, honestly not.
No.
Yeah, no, because like our player base, we don't have that many figures around. Yeah, so like for the Masters of Evil Chasers, I've actually never played against them. I've never played against Scarab.
You're about to.
Yeah.
You're about to.
I never played against Scarab or Sky Tyrant, so...
Really?
Never.
Wow,
Because
okay.
nobody in my country owns them.
They don't,
So
my goodness.
It's going to be
Okay.
really eye-opening for me.
So that is going to be really tough. Because we've talked about how different countries kind of float towards different sides of the meta that we here in America or even Canada don't always play or get to. But you at least have, I would say, the one advantage where every kind of, us podcaster, other podcasters post videos and photos of them playing their team. So there's a lot of knowledge and videos and content out there for Americans playing what they're playing, Canadians playing what they're playing. Have you looked at any of that before going into that to give yourself an understanding of the field?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, a week before flying over, I was like trying to see as many videos from different podcasts.
Right.
Yeah, just to see like how these teams are actually being played. Though I've never played against them, at least I have some background knowledge of it.
I would say the biggest thing is being comfortable with your own team. Do you feel, with what you have right here, do you think you have counters? Do you think you have plays to make against things like Prime Spider-Man, like the Avenger 60th, like Scarab?
I think so.
You think so?
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
I think knowing is half the battle,
Yeah,
after all. So if you think you know how to beat or how to deal with some of these problems, that can give you a huge edge. Do you mind just... It doesn't have to be your entire team, but talking a little bit about what you prepared for today. These are all people at home. I doubt anybody out there is watching.
So I'm actually playing Legacy Apocalypse, Wonder Woman Death Metal, Saturnine, Genesis, Mad Jim, and Mephisto.
Okay, so I heard that a lot of people are actually bringing this Apocalypse back. Now, we haven't seen him much since last Worlds, honestly. So what are your thoughts about playing Apocalypse again, post errata and everything?
When coming into Worlds, I actually wanted to play my favorite character, which is Apocalypse.
Okay.
So I was looking at all the different Apocalypse that I have, then I ended up with the Legacy one.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of the Exoswords Organized Players.
Exo's Grand
I
Prize.
was looking at either one of them. Yeah, either the Legacy one or the Grand Prize one.
Do you have bystanders for your Legacy Apocalypse?
Yes.
Do you have bystanders? Okay, very cool, very
I made
cool.
them myself.
Oh, you did? Oh, very. See, that's always one of my favorite things is when people actually make the bystanders themselves. They do all this really cool stuff. So that's really fun. So far, you've been here now for 2 days. Well, you've been in America longer than 2 days, but you've been in Memphis and you've been experiencing the Worlds community for 2 days. What do you think of Heroclix Worlds so far, Edison?
Very fun. Yeah, all my games so far has been really exciting. Yeah, the players are friendly, and overjoyed to be here.
Fantastic. Well, is there anything else you want to tell the community at large while they got you on here? You're an IPF winner.
Yes.
So the International Player Foundation, I'll do a little spiel for that. It's a charity that Dial H hosts. It's a big project for Ian and Simeon and myself that we put a lot of time into, and what that was basically a series of tournaments and fun kind of live streams to get people to donate to an international player fund, which is basically trying to get these guys a flight out to America so they can actually play in Heroclix Worlds. We want to see, you're the Singapore national champion.
Yeah.
What is a world tournament if not everybody from around the world, especially the national champions, to kind of go for the world title, which I think is kind of the point. It's kind of like the Olympics on a much smaller scale, of course, but it's something that's really fun. It's kind of our Heroclix for us in America, Super Bowl. For the rest of everybody else, probably a World Cup style. This is what it is for Heroclix. So we wanted to make sure we got a truly diverse group of people in for Heroclix Worlds, because this is not just an American game or a Canadian game, it is a worldwide game. So if you want to see more people like Edison, your Singapore national champion, come to things like Heroclix Worlds, then please donate to the International Player Foundation. We'll have all sorts of cool things running here in the future. My spiel is over. I talk enough on this channel. Edison, what is your thoughts on maps currently? They changed first player and how all that worked with the Beyond Amazing set. So changing it from, I go first and choose map to I can either go first or choose map. How has that affected your play style so far this year, and how does that affect your team today?
Well,
that seems like a loaded question. Yeah.
I always prefer map selection, so normally I like to go second now.
You like to go second?
I like to go
Okay.
second.
What maps are you playing, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see what...
I'm playing Negative Zone, Wakanda, and Ultron's Land.
Okay, so you have two small maps, and then you have negatives. Yeah, okay. So how...
I prefer the smaller maps now. Yeah.
You do? Do you like it for your team?
Yeah.
Especially with Apocalypse, trying to keep him safe, but it lets the horsemen get out there a little
That's
bit
right.
faster?
And then
Okay.
I can always TK my deaf bystander, and he can travel all the way.
That's true. He can get there all the way now. What does he have, like a 8 hypersonic speed, 8 or 9, and something like that?
around
Yeah. So that'll do it. Plus a perplex, a TK. How do you feel about the rules changes to things like telekinesis to balance out smaller maps?
I think it's for the better.
Better.
Yeah. With
Better
the
for
minimum
good.
range of 4, even for like perplex, outwit, I think it's much better.
Yeah.
now.
Now you weren't able to play in teams yesterday.
Yeah.
So what did you end up playing in yesterday? You played some battle
I
royales
played
or anything?
Battle Royals for the
Edison?
whole day.
Okay, how
Battle
did that
Royals.
go? What do you think about Notorious as a sealed set
I
so
think
far?
it's a good seal set.
Good seal
Yeah,
set.
it's
I
fun.
was a little worried about it, but I think them making the goons 50 or 15 is very nice for constructed and for sealed. So I'm glad you're enjoying that. Were you able to get some cool prizes yesterday, or
Unfortunately,
no?
I was either second or third. Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't get to get the convention exclusive figures, the prizes, but I managed to get myself the Injustice Superman.
Okay.
It's something that I wanted.
That is cool.
And Black Adam. Yeah.
Right on. To bring it back to modern, I don't want to get too lighthearted here. What do you think about this being potentially one of the largest Heroclix tournaments ever in history of Heroclix? How do you
Very
feel about
excited.
that? Very
I'm
excited.
Very excited to be part of it. Yeah.
Very good. Right on. So we have a lot of players coming in here. Is there anything you're worried about seeing?
Worried about.
Is the biggest going to be the Avengers 60th chases?
Yep. That Sky Tyrant and Scarab, because
Sky
again,
Tyrant and Scarab.
I played against them before.
Well, you guys have to have them in Singapore, right? Sky Tyrant and
we
Scarab.
don't.
You don't have Wonder Woman that stuff in Singapore?
We did, but nobody opened it. Yeah, because for our boosters and bricks, they are actually a lot more costlier. over
They
there.
are.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder Woman. Why did no one open Wonder Woman?
We opened a lot of lanterns. Yeah.
Oh,
There
okay.
were a couple of commissioners, but yeah, there was
No one opened. Okay, just no one pulled them. That's
one
kind of
pulled them.
that's crazy. Here we just assume, even when team building, you just assume you have everything and you'll get it somewhere down the line. You'll borrow it. You'll beg, steal, borrow. Or you buy it. That's wild. That it's just like, well, no one pulled it, so we didn't play against any of it. I got to tell you, not having. Because I've spent the last 2 years playing against Scarab and Sky Tyrant. You're not missing much, but you're about to get a pretty harsh reality coming to you today. What has been your biggest struggle coming in? This is your first time in America.
Yeah.
This is your first time playing with people that are mostly exclusively English speakers. Has there been any worries at all, any problems at all?
No
Every game
problems.
has been pretty smooth?
Yeah, it has been pretty
Fantastic.
smooth.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure we all seem nice and friendly on camera, because we are in
Everyone
person.
is.
I like to think we've been treating you really well here and having a good time.
Great.
Are you trying to bring back some cool prizes for everybody in Singapore? Maybe
Yeah,
bring
I
back a
bought
couple of
the Captain America.
couple Captain Americas.
I think
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous figure. I
He's-
opened it yesterday, and
He's very pretty.
it's very pretty. And
Yeah.
I'm actually so happy that you can remove the wings.
Yes.
So you can store them
Yep.
much easier.
Yep.
And you can either play them as a Pegasus or just a horse.
As a horse, yeah, I like that. I really like that you can just, I'll just ride a horse now. I'm cool. I think it's really cool. I'm a big Captain America guy, so I'm biased, of course. So I really like him. I think he's going to be really good. So I think trying to bring him back, probably bring a bunch of him back to Singapore, give him out. That way you probably have a better idea of what's going to be popular next year. I would imagine, just because I think he's really good. So.
Yes, I think I bought the second copy for myself.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I do think you'll want to run more than just one of him. So I feel like we might be getting replaced here, Edison. So why don't you say any final thoughts that you have going into Worlds here, and just let the people know.
Well, I'm hoping to roll all the critical hits I can. Yep. So I don't have to fight against super senses. Yeah.
That is a good call. All right, Edison. Hey, thank you so
you.
much for having
Thank
me
you
on
so
the
much.
show. I'll give you back to your regularly scheduled host. We got Ian Eggleston here, and I'll step out.
All right, if you guys want to file in.
Don't fall down. I guess so.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Is this a prelude to OnlyFans?
This is the prelude to OnlyFans. OnlyClix coming your way.
Shirt off. Take my shirt off? Yes.
That's for later tonight.
That's fair.
When we get a little more juice in us.
Celebrate.
Exactly. But guys, we are joined by Eric and Justin, some more modern players. Guys, first question, what are we playing?
I've got a Wonder Woman shell, Demon in Armor.
Okay.
That tricky fellow. So.
That tricky defensive shell, some construct bearers, or ring bearers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's stuff.
There's stuff, a little secretive. How about you, Justin?
Playing one of them basic boy teams, Double Carnage, Masters of Evil,
Ooh.
Sky Tyrant. Basically, I'm trying to pay my way into getting 0-3.
Will pay to lose. A new strategy coming your way, guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man. Any Mephisto there?
Yeah, he's on there too.
Okay, that's the big dollar one, right?
Yeah.
It is, but he's just so good.
No,
I don't think
it's
there's
hard
ever
not to
been
play
as influential in the meta
of an Ultra Chase
ever.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I think the only one you could maybe compare it to would be like ABPI Thanos, but even then, he never won an event.
He was so much of
He
your
would get
build.
second.
Yeah, and he was
I
so
got
much of your
second
build.
at 3 states events with him. I tried, folks. I tried to bring Thanos to glory, but I was always just a bit short to
Just
things
one
like
gem
Kobik.
short, you know?
One gem short.
couldn't snap.
No. So with the field being as big as it is, we've been talking about that a lot. There's lots of sets in Modern. It is so hard to narrow down a build. I guess one, what landed you on your build, and then two, what are you scared of seeing today?
So I think my team struggles against like the Mission Point team.
Sure.
That has been kind of making waves, and I think it also struggles against the like the double Saturnine, double Sinister.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think those would be my biggest struggles today.
Sure, Justin.
So mine, I always play monsters. So
Always.
Always. So I
Yeah.
just rinse and repeat some form of that. So that was an easy choice. But as far as what I'm afraid of, I guess Mission Point sucks. I've lost to it at every states.
Oh, geez, really?
To the same guy. So if you know Spencer White,
Spencer
run
White.
him over with your car.
Spencer White, the
That's
Mission Point master.
On YouTube thread there, because that dude is freaking Mission Points.
Dude, he's on it. I
Dude,
mean,
yeah.
He kind of coined like the Riddler strategy,
I've never
right?
not played
No.
Heroclix more than playing against Spencer. I just watched me lose.
It's because they're playing a separate game.
They're not even playing Heroclix anymore.
They're like, hey, you do you over there. I'm just
gonna
gonna
stay here,
in
man,
and do my thing.
and
Okay?
just roll this
We
D1.
knew the
Yeah.
scale for Mission Points would eventually tip in the favor of like completely useless, and it's not ever going to be like, maybe it's either here or way over here.
It's hard to avoid that scenario, I think.
Yeah.
Because
a
it
different
has
game.
once it's good enough to win, it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's true.
So
If you have the luck with the tarot too, earlier
Yeah,
we were
judgment
talking
first turn, yeah.
Nationals. I think I saw Lucas get 12 mission points in one turn. It's like, all right, well, I'd say the clock is ticking, but that seems a
already-
little
it's already
bit
tucked.
disingenuous.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Past tense.
oh, that is crazy. So you guys, are you part of a team in Heroclix at all? Do you
Yeah,
guys have
we're
it?
both Clicksmen.
Yep.
Clicksmen,
Both
okay.
Kenny Clicksmen.
We were with some Clicksmen earlier. Excellent. I saw Mike was playing a little double Miss Marvel with the Lockjaws,
Yes,
and I really
he
like
is.
that
Yeah,
build.
He's got a cool animals team.
He's
yeah.
doing that. So.
How about post-rotation? What are thoughts there? Are we happy to see the things go? Are we happy to see Disney Plus
Yeah, 'cause
go?
I still have monsters. So
Still have monsters.
I'm good. So.
Yes. So I'm a little bit salty that such an influential set is only going to get a year and a few months. But at the same time, I think there's some elements that they're just too dominant, and it's okay to see stuff like that go.
I'm ready for Scott Porter to be monsters. So.
Scott Porter to be
Yeah,
monster.
to be, specifically a
Oh
monster.
my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, Scott Porter is probably going to have an insane impact.
Well, he's going to be 50
Not
points out of every
probably.
team I probably build until he rotates.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough
Hard
to
not
go
to.
against that. How do you guys think he slots in with Black Lanterns? A lot of people are talking about it. what are you guys' thoughts there? Those are some monsters, right?
Yeah, they are.
Are
but
they
I
making your
hope-
builds?
No, I hope they ban Scott from Black Lanterns because I don't want to see a full point Superman turn 1. So here's my announcement, WizKids.
Yeah.
Ban Scott from being a Black Lantern.
All right.
Ban him. So.
You guys heard it here.
Yeah,
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
So.
No, so I think the thing with Black Lanterns is I feel like you kind of have to go a little bit all in.
All
really
in
to
on it.
maximize.
You have to be full Black Lantern.
Yeah.
Have to be full Black
And
Lanterns.
so I think, at that point, it's just like, hey Scott, welcome to the Black Lantern Corps. You know?
He's got a ring there.
So that I think he fits in very well with them.
Mhm.
But I think they only like playing with each other.
Interesting. So there's no. I suppose the grave markers, everything they do is very synergistic.
Yeah.
And that is what I have heard. But when I hear that, I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, what is the build? What Black Lanterns are making
Necron,
the squad?
Batman, Superman.
Hal Jordan?
I don't think so.
I don't know. He's a good taxi. I think maybe on some.
I think
Maybe
you
on
got
some.
double Scott, Superman, Batman, Necron. Probably 2 Necrons. I don't know how many points that is, but that seems like the.
Wonder Woman.
So
could be a
yeah,
little bit of a
like
meat
50,
grinder,
175, 215, 265 with the Scots. So yeah, probably. I mean, no, Necron's 40.
So,
maybe some
Maybe drop the
equipment.
Batman. I don't know, but like
Maybe go for. Oh wait, no, you can't do monster theme, right? Because then Scott would break the theme.
Correct. You have to do Black Lantern all the way.
Have to
'cause
do
then he
Black
gets support.
Lantern.
You give him
Mhm.
an Indigo ring.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah.
Because he's got every keyword, which is I don't know. I like that. I think it's fun, but
It's very cool. Maybe it's
it
too
is.
cool.
Maybe it's too cool.
My Scott Porter will always be Sinestro Corps, probably. So.
Yeah, I like that. I think.
Mean, easy to justify.
So what's interesting about Scott is, we've seen a lot of ring favoritism, I'd say, in green, blue, yellow. I'd say those are probably the big 3. Scott might open up some of those other rings. We might see some more play. The Orange Lantern ring has some really cool utility, but it's never been quite worth the 10 points in comparison to the others. The red ring as well being a, potentially penetrating poison for Scott. That could be another thing. So, and then the indigo, like you said, with the Black Lanterns. So I think there's a lot of potential there to maybe open up some cool strategies. Is Scott too good? I'm with you guys. Yes, probably.
Well, he's a handsome man. So
he's a handsome man.
So it's hard
Translates
not to
into Click's power.
Yeah.
Click's power. There you go. Yeah. Comic knowledge and acting roles, I believe, is what they've labeled it as.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, any kind of final thoughts before we get you on your way? I'm sure
No,
there's a few
man.
things to do. It's getting close
No,
to
we were the first ones
9:30.
in the building this morning, so we're way ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
they unlocked
good
the doors
deal.
for us.
We were only here a little bit early, but
Yeah,
there's
we were the
nobody
first ones here.
I'm like, what in the
Crazy.
world?
Yeah,
8:15.
we got rolling a little bit late. We wanted to be here by 8. We got here
I blame
8,
Calder
10.
Ness, so.
We'll blame Calder.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with some more, guys. Thank you for joining us. I
Certainly.
appreciate it, guys. We'll find some more people. It may be a little dead over here for a second. Maybe I can convince our cameraman Luke to come on and tell a tale for you guys. I don't know. Maybe we won't. Come chat while I find some more people. Guys, this is our expert.
Riff for like 2 minutes so I can export this for Calder.
Okay, we're going to riff for 2 minutes, guys. So, pretty diverse field of people we're seeing. Right behind me, camera 2 is not hooked up. Sorry about that, guys. About 100 players are probably in the building right now. I mean, we've talked to 6 now, and we have heard some very different teams. Obviously, MOE are making a splash. I think about, 5 of the 6 have had MOE on it. No Scarlet Witch team so far, although there is a lot of talk. No Scarab teams either. And those seem to be the big threats for people. I don't blame them. If I was playing today, I would definitely be a little scared of seeing either. You have to have a pretty exact strategy to deal with both. You have to be able to deal with both. You know you're going to run into probably at least one. With the Scarabs, who knows how many you'll run into. It is tough to see. We'll check out some comments here. Let's see. Good luck today. Okay. It looks like these were all for Edison. What are you guys' thoughts at home? I'm looking for some more people behind us. Hopefully we can snag a few more fun people to talk with. I see Simeon over there grabbing pictures of build sheets. People are filing in. So we will hopefully have some build sheets for you, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And here's Luke. Luke's going to tell you a story here.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go find 2 people. Kill it.
You do know I'm just going to recite what other
what you
Luke
said.
did overnight.
Yes, I'll be back.
Oh man, this was such a mistake. He left me with the mic. Wow. So he doesn't actually know any of this, but we've been. No, I'm not gonna dig into Ian. No, guys, folks, if you've never actually attended one of these, it is pretty damn cool. And one of the things that I think caught me the most off guard was every single person, you always hear it in the interviews, you always hear everyone's recaps, they're talking about how like the real big thing, it's not prizing, it's not the competitive game, it's come together with the community. And in the limited amount of time I was playing yesterday, that's so apparent and just like the most driven home thing for me. Every single opponent, every win, every loss, every person I sat across the table from was fantastic. And I am floored by how many good players there are, but I'm really even more taken back by just like how good the people are while still simultaneously being
right.
fantastic
Absolutely.
players.
You know, it might be a little cutthroat, a little whatever, but
Well,
at the
more
end of
so
the day,
today.
today is going to be the more cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yesterday in Team Sealed, it's just like, hey, we're playing Sealed, we're having a good time. But even today, I know a lot of these people have been just some of the most polite players I've ever had the chance of playing. And even if they get a little, something or other happens, and be like, shoot, it's never your fault. Yeah. And it's, you know what, I'm just happy to be playing with you, because I really think we learned a lot of things about taking stuff for granted. And really, events like this, they're the lifeblood of the community. And you come out here and you're nice to everyone, and everyone is nice to you, and it's just great. It's fantastic, and the Heroclix community is live and well, and honestly, they're one of the best communities that I've ever been in, because I've been in a lot of different nerd communities, and overall, the Heroclix one is pretty dang amazing, especially everybody that comes out to these talks, has a good time.
Well, and you get
and
such unique little stories that come out of this too, like our Team Sealed winners yesterday.
Yeah.
Had a team member who had only been playing for a year.
And
just seeing everyone celebrate that kid's victory.
He played for
was
a
awesome.
year, and he took like 3 months off.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't play Heroclix where he was at, where he was working for a time. And so that's wild to me, man, where it's like, that guy won Team Worlds. That's really crazy cool, you know?
He put in the work.
Yeah, a little bit of work, a little bit of luck, and a little bit of, something along the way. And he did it, and it's really cool. And he had great teammates. McConnell Lamar is a staple, I think, of the community, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. I finally had the chance to meet him, but he's always messaging to us at the show and always has great questions to ask and always has fun things to say or talk about. And then Antonio Clark is always in Heroclix Players and Collectors around the world. He's always trying to get some discussion started around new things. He's always trying to build hype.
Someone's asking, spill the Dial H secrets.
Spill the Dial H secrets. Oof. Man, what secrets? I don't know.
I got nothing.
I don't know what kind of secrets we have. I mean, I like socks that go above my calf. I don't know. I'm not a big short socks guy. I'm not a big ankle socks guy. I like to under the calf or above calf. That just helps with the boots. Is that a fun Dial H secret? I don't
think anyone's shocked hearing that you rep boot cut.
Yeah, probably not, I guess, now that I say it out loud.
That feels like it fits.
The Dial H secret to getting through this event has been, so far, Simeon and Luke a lot of coffee, and myself an energy drink or two a day has definitely been keeping us running at full speed and full power, if that's one of the secrets. Another secret is just being a nice guy, just walking up to people, being friendly, being good folks, and feeding off their energy. Anytime I do an interview or anytime we walk the camera back and forth through the halls, the most important thing is if they've got great energy like the Team Worlds guys did have last night, you want to feed off that and you want to provoke more of that kind of stuff. If they're not having great energy or they're nervous, then you want to take that away the best you can as an interviewer. It looks like Ian's got a brand new guest coming up here. Hopefully that's enough Dial H secrets. You'll never get to know what's under my hat, though. The tiny little man controlling me is staying safe, so you don't get to know. Yeah, a little tiny micro Calder. Nalder Kess is up there. We keep him well fed with steak and shake, and he's just good to go the entire weekend. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we're almost ready. We're gonna wait a little bit longer. We got to wait for a few more people before we hand it off. So Luke, is there anything else you want to talk about? I talk enough on this show. Is there anything you want to talk about before we hand it off? Any final thoughts about Worlds or excitement for the day ahead?
I'm terrible being put on the spot with this sort of stuff, but
you just did a great little monologue when I came up here. You were on your own diatribe about everything. I thought it was pretty good.
Seeing everyone roll in, seeing the excitement of everyone for what they're playing, seeing the people that haven't seen everyone that they know in a year, it's been really cool, really interesting. walking past some of the tables that have had a couple secret BRs dropped on them has
Ooh,
been
yes,
fantastic.
that is really cool.
And just the excitement for people getting to play a new product for the first time, figuring out those little niche cases. Yeah, it's just been a great
Fantastic.
time.
We're going to tag in Ian and a couple of caca. What is that?
Little technical difficulty. We'll cut to commercial break.
Hey you, I see your impressive Heroclix collection there. Do you happen to like Heroclix?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you wish you had more Heroclix content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok?
Dude, how did you get in here?
Just think, you could be watching awesome Heroclix content right now.
Okay, you gotta tell me why you're here, or else I'm gonna have to call the police.
Introducing Heroclix USA. Heroclix USA is a channel where we talk about all things Heroclix, from shorts to skits to gameplay and informational videos.
Oh, all right, guys, we're back with some more.
Wait, let me
interviews.
scoot.
It is great to have you guys. If you want to introduce yourself quick.
Hey, I'm Lucas Van Holland.
I'm Joe Alvis.
And these are some of the best players in the world. It is undisputed. We've got Lucas, who has been the raid boss of my local venue in South Dakota for, I don't know, what do you think, 5 years?
At least, yeah, 5 or
5
6.
years or so?
Yeah.
And then Joe, who has just been the non-theme king. He's the guy I've probably copied the most builds from. Who knows if he's copying? It seems like he's kind of the pioneer for it.
So what you don't realize, Ian, is he copies me.
Oh, he copies you.
So we're all a bunch of copycatters.
All a
man.
bunch of copycats.
Look, if you stack cheese on cheese, what do you get?
A lot of
More
cheese.
Even more cheese.
Awesome, guys. Well, you know, we've heard a little bit of talk about the resurgence of 2x2 APOC. Lucas, do you want to tell us what you're playing today?
Yeah, so I'm playing, like Ian mentioned, the 2x2 APOC at 100 points on a ruler theme team. So I've got Genesis and Apocalypse from the Ten of Swords OP with Soul Swords, and then a Scarab, Mad Jim Jaspers, and Mephisto.
Okay. So you are also one of the feared Scarab players as well. Lots of, I don't know, thoughts and concerns going into that with the people we've talked to so far. You seem to be the matchup that they don't want to see. So we'll have to keep up with you.
Scarab does a lot. He is a really great control piece for people who aren't prepared for it. I think I've got a pretty solid defensive strategy built around him. And yeah, I'm sure I'm going to catch a few people off guard.
All right, I look forward to seeing it. Joe, how about you? What are we running?
So I'm pretty much running the same team I ran back at Nationals.
Okay.
So it's Sky Tyrant, Mad Jim, Venomags, Sim, Carnage Silver Surfer, Commissioner, Molecule Man, who I think is probably, I don't know.
Grossly underrated.
Very, yeah. I mean, he was high on the radar a while back, but for some reason he disappeared. And I think he's a big key to, you know, having good defensive turns and offensively to open up the, you know, the maps and the terrains and all the nice cool stuff you could do. Especially one of the coolest things I like to do with him is taking away Sim's objects.
Oh, I love it.
That is the best
Turning
thing.
it into water. And
yeah.
When you do that to somebody for the first time, it really is just choice words.
Yes. So at our states, I sat in front of the dude. He had three standards and three special terrains. So I win map, and I'm thinking he's gonna call the judge. I know he's gonna call the judge. So I give Molecule Man the angler. He phases 10 forward, and then I just go water, water, water.
Oh,
He goes, "Can you do that?" I was like, yeah.
Yes.
And then he goes, "Can I get the judge?" Like, sure.
You absolutely
He calls the
can.
judge. Few seconds later, he has a naked Sim walking around.
50 points for perplex and outwit. That's rough. That's
And
really
the next
rough.
tournament, he goes, you know, maybe I'll probably bring 5 standard light objects, maybe 6.
Yeah, one guy. So on a future round, I faced another guy. Did the same thing. So he was very bold. He walked up because I had 5 on the map. Picked up 2 of mine. But I killed his Sim because he was right in front of me. So I was like, okay, so that's a good trade-off. I'm okay.
Reasonable
0
trade.
for 50, 55.
Exactly.
So also, Joe, with your team as well, you know, Sky Tyrant, I would say he's been an ebb and flow piece. We saw him obviously an insane amount last year and the year before. Wonder Woman 80's been around too long. I guess what landed you on Sky Tyrant still? Has he just been performing that well for you? Because you've been really consistent with him.
Yeah, he's done very well for me. I feel that for 50 points, he poses enough threat and a hard to kill threat because once he KOs things, which is really not hard to do with him.
No.
He starts stacking up those resurrection tokens. Then it becomes really hard to deal with him. And then do you really want to waste your whole turn crossing the map, maybe killing him and maybe not killing, because he flies all the way back. Obviously there are some things that are good against him, like the stop signs. You don't have the automatic breakaway.
The animal
and stuff.
poison can really help out.
Help out as well. But I feel that for 50 points, I'm okay, and it forces enough threat that they have to deal with him, and that's for 50 points is fantastic. If they have to waste their alpha just to kill my tyrant, I'm okay with that. I still have enough firepower with the team to go and fight back, and that's kind of like most of my builds work. I hate the sort of lose a figure, lost the game kind of feel. So that's kind of like
we fight till time is called or you wipe me.
Yeah, but a friend of mine's like, Joe, but you're already winning. Why aren't you running back? I was like, no, that's not what I play for.
I'm here to play Heroclix.
Bro, I'm here to murder you.
You heard
nicely,
it.
nicely,
nicely.
Just put it that way.
Clarification: a nice murderer on the street. So
I will
Lucas,
kill you with kindness.
With you kind of being the boogeyman for some players, bringing the APOC and the Scarab, what are some matchups that you're particularly nervous about? Do you have any? I know you're a very thorough and prepared man when it comes to this game.
Yeah, so I've been practicing this team since right before Nationals, and ran it against a variety of figures, variety of team builds. By far the thing that gives me the most problem is probably a mobile Scarlet Witch. Somebody with like the triple TK to get Scarlet Witch into position.
Angler, all that
Yeah,
jazz.
it can give me the most trouble. With that being said, I played against Alex Mader, the current reigning national champion, twice in Wisconsin a few weeks ago.
He's just right over there.
Yeah. I played against him in Wisconsin a few weeks ago. He was playing Mobile Scarlet Witch, and I played him in Swiss and in Top Cut, and I beat him both times. So it's not to say that I can't win or that the game can't go my way. It's just more difficult. With this team that I'm playing, I'm sure somebody somewhere is going to mess me up, but I haven't found any builds that are like, oh, this just hard counters me super hard. But I have found things where it's like, man, they don't want to play against my team.
Probably a lot of that. Quick timeout, guys. There's a quick announcement. We're going to freeze. Okay. You guys good? You guys are registered, good to go? Okay.
We have people who apparently did register and have not gone to the front desk to get their little ticket. I'm going to call names. If your name is called, that means you did not go to the front desk, and you're going to have to do that. Ed Arnold Berkovitz, are you in here? You're not playing? Choosing not to play. Okay, on the marker.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Ed Arnold Berkovitz
I haven't put in that.
is electing not to play.
Emma Bradford. No?
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Emma, you need to go up to the front, please. Cameron Crawford. Cameron Crawford. Cameron Crawford is not playing. All right. Josiah Carvinsu.
Oh, I got scared for a
I
second.
got scared too for you.
Do you think there's a possibility he butchered my name?
Definitely.
Him? No.
Okay.
He goes out of his way to say your name correctly.
Because
Lucas Von Holland.
Because they've like for the battle royales and stuff, they've put my name Joseph with an E, Josepha, Josephina, Josepho, Mustafa.
I like that one. I'm gonna go with Josephina from now on.
You would.
Yeah. You're now Josephina in my phone.
You bastard.
Sorry, guys. We just have to pause for a little bit. There's some announcements, so we're hanging out. And then we'll be right back with Mustafa and Lucas.
I can't believe he did that.
I know, right? Well, apparently his mom misspelled the T-shirt. He's like, I told my mom the right last name. I was like, dude, come on.
It's not even that it was misspelled. Just the image in general.
Yeah, you can show them if you want.
So follow, my own shout out. Follow Critical Clicks on Facebook and watch our podcast.
Yeah, check them out.
We swear a lot more than these guys do.
Peter Melton commented Boa Sorte Josafa. Okay.
Valeu.
Hey, there we go. It's a little hard to see, guys, but it is a Tri-Sentinel with 3 Lucas heads on it. So.
Yeah. And it says Lucas
Von
Tom
Holland.
Yeah, Von Holland, spelled wrong. When the format is Silver Age. Because I can't help myself. If it's non-Highlander Silver, you bet your butt I'm still playing for Tri-Sentinels.
Where did somebody call you Lucas Von Netherlands?
That was Clixhole back when the Clixhole was a thing. That was the spoof Heroclix website, and yeah, they made a play on my name because I'm on Facebook. Of course, I have my middle name in my profile, and so he called me Lucas Tom Paul Ringo von Switzerland.
Paul, yeah.
Which is funny.
Yeah. It's a lot of first names.
Shout out to Steve DiCarlo for that one. That's good. Yeah.
Okay, so we kind of covered. Joe, is there anything you're not looking to play against? Is there anything you're particularly worried about? Maybe not worried about, but just not happy to see.
I would not like to see Spider-Man in front of me. I would not like to see Scarab in front of me. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say the entire field.
That's like the whole field. No, I'm kidding.
They're all Spider-Man.
I guess the hard to kill teams are the ones that I struggle with, because being an Alpha Strike, I'm expecting to trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
To go in, fight, and get value, and then if they kill something of mine, that's fine because I already got value.
So like Demon and Armor.
Yeah, so Demon and Armor, stuff with a lot of stop clicks, combinations
the Genesis,
of
the Apox.
Yeah, those big, hard to kill figures that have like Mastermind and things like that. The MOEs, sort of, but I think
you can do a lot of placement tricks to get around that.
to deal with that. That's okay. Yeah, I also have the benefit of not equipping, because their big play is either Iron Inquisitor or Kill Kingmonger, so they have to guess, because if depending on the version I don't equip on first turn, they don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So then
Sky Tyrant's either naked or he's got the Necro Sword.
So he's either,
and that puts your opponent in a bit of tough of a position, because if you've got the Inquisitor out, I'll happily have my Necro.
Yeah,
you
no
got
problem.
Kingmonger out, maybe not.
Right, exactly.
I like it. Well, you guys are both not playing MOE, correct? I didn't miss anything, right? You have Mephisto.
Just Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Which, for what it's
and
worth,
no MOE here.
Yeah, for what it's worth, Mephisto on its own is still just fine, because there's so much MOE in the field. You still get the benefits from Mephisto even though you're not playing the MOE. You just get it on your opponent's turn, which can really mess them up. Let's say they hit a character to a stop click, they have to swap in order to finish off that character. You just heal the character back off on stop, you remove a token from them. It's a really good tempo call, I think.
It is. It's the most impactful Ultra Chase they've ever released, and it's not close.
I remember when WizKid said that Ultra Chases would never be modern or never be meta. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I tried to make Thanos work. I already gave them that story, but man, second place. Yep. Every choice word time. Losing to Kobik. Man, that was so fun. Love Kobik. So cool. Yeah, I'm gonna take your power cosmic and turn that into whatever the Underworld from the higher
Underworld TA. We start out with you, and then we make sure you're double token the entire game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
We have another question from Jeff Dumas here for you guys. What are you looking for post-rotation? So I think let's turn that down. What are you happy to see leave, and what do you think is going to be a standout figure after rotation?
Go ahead, Joe.
I'm happy to see the non-interactive stuff leave.
Sure.
So scarabs, pieces like that, I'm not a fan of. I like the game of Heroclix. I don't care about the cheese. Like if you're playing strong stuff, sure, I can play strong stuff, and then we can play the game. That's what I'm happy to see leave. I'm excited to play. One of the pieces that I've been working on is Hawkeye. Super fun.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really good.
Some people in the lobby were asking me about that. I was like, I think they live on the fringe. I think they may have a place.
Yes, I think it's pretty good. I also love the Super Rare Spider-Man. I'm definitely going to be cooking something up with him. I love the possibilities. There's just so much to do.
We actually talked about that previously. I'm a big fan of that Spider-Man too.
Yes.
I love the tech. I love him and World's Finest together.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible.
And detectives, man, that's going to be my jam.
All right.
Yeah, you guys going to see Shaggy.
A themed team?
I know.
Never?
I didn't say themed. Hey, man,
Detectives
don't
are going to be my jam. Rewind the tapes. Take back.
That comment.
Yeah.
How about you, Lucas?
So everybody knows that has been the same basically since 2020, right? We've got sets from 2020 that are still modern legal, and so for me it's just nice to see a heavy shift in what is actually can be played, because when a lot of this stuff goes away, more stuff rises to the top that becomes playable because it had counters that are no longer present. I am fearful for the amount of rollouts that are going to be in modern.
We got a couple caps back there that might help out with that.
Yeah, Cap. I mean, Cap is an excellent option. You still have Cosmo. You still have Leech as options. There are options for it, but in general, the Super Senses rolls are going to get a little crazy for a lot of people. So, I mean, there's also the Iconics Batman that says
Yes.
attacks can't be evaded. You know, you might.
I'm going to be trying to make him work. I
You're
really
just going to
like
see
him.
characters like that come out of the woodwork, so that your rollouts don't mean as much. The nice thing is, though, I think reducers get a lot bigger stock post-rotation as well, because the Necrosword going away means the only real answers to reducers, again, are going to be Pensai and Exploit. So things like Invincible become a lot more useful once again, especially with characters like APOC and Genesis still being popular, Soul Sword still being popular, feedback damage and all that. Having Invincible is just paramount. So, like, I think World's Finest is poised to be one of the best figures in modern following rotation once the Necrosword comes out.
I'll agree with you there.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling
really
World's
like
Finest
him.
for a minute, and it's just, right now I can't play him because the Necrosword. Spider-Man with Necro just kills him in one hit, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
But once that's gone, Spidey's still got to worry about his senses rolls, and World's Finest packs a punch, so I'm excited to see that. I'm also excited to see some of the stuff with Wheels of Vengeance. They just showed that Ghost Rider yesterday that says you can use your power regardless. You know, that's
80
one of those,
points, correct?
70, I thought.
70?
70. But he's good, and he's got
hypersonic piece.
He had that Hellfire trait or whatever where he can choose that the attack can't be rerolled or have any dice replaced, and if he hits, it's pen damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dang good, man. Like,
he's going to be a hard figure to avoid, I
Yes.
think, and you will have a hard time getting your opponent to not avoid. I mean, seriously, it is a bit poetic to have a figure that says you can't lose your powers in a sense. The year that Scarlet Witch rotates, like, hey, this would have been nice, you know.
a year ago.
Yeah, a while ago, guys. But it's still cool regardless. We got another question here that says, what are you most excited for in the Spirits of Vengeance set? I think we just got an answer from you.
Well, we haven't seen
My
a whole
personal
lot of
answer is
stuff.
Dracula. We haven't seen his dial even. I want to see Dracula.
Yeah, that's the biggest, that's the hardest thing with Wheels of Vengeance is we haven't seen a lot of it, so we don't really know what's out. They showed us the Chthon. Wait, no, Chthon was in, he was in Wheels of Vengeance. They showed us
Yeah.
the base of him yesterday.
Wow, that was
300
cool.
point Colossal. The sculpt looks insane, but he has 1 point value, which is 300.
300.
So if we can make an OMA playable again,
hopefully it's that guy.
Yeah, I mean that would be great. I think Big Boy APOC gets some stock in modern after rotation as well.
I could see
he
that.
becomes a little bit more popular. But yeah, having the OMAs, I know some people get really frustrated because it's basically all or nothing. But you have to remember that helps the meta maintain a level of diversity. It doesn't become as stagnant because you can't build a certain way all the time because you know that stuff exists that you're going to have to deal with. So having that thought of like, what if I run into an OMA in the back of my head is going to force you to build differently, and I think that's a healthy thing. So maybe I'll just say Chthon out of Wheels of Vengeance. I'm fine with that. Let's hope it's good. We haven't seen the dial yet, so let's hope it's good.
Joe, anything?
I like the
Maybe just sculpt even, you know?
Yeah. So I really like just Ghost Riders in general. They're amazing. So I'm excited to see if there's any playable ones. I really like the 70.1. I think there's legs there. 4 damage, really cool traits, really cool powers. I'm excited. I think that's a good one.
Absolutely. One quick announcement, guys, and then we'll be right back with your regularly scheduled programming.
I recommend doing so now. That's how we'll be doing our pairings.
He's talking about the app.
Oh, okay. We're good to go, guys. A few more questions here. Oh, Jeff said, World's Finest with the new zombie chases. Yeah, being able to split into the Batman and the Superman. Is there a deceased Batman? Yeah. Oh, yeah, duh. I always forget because he's in the. I'm a Batman fan, even embarrassing. But no, those will be really fun to switch into.
So here's a fun one. Somebody was talking. Maybe it was you. I don't. Maybe it was
Might
you.
have
I
been.
don't, somebody else. With the deceased chases in Death Metal Wonder Woman.
I was talking about that a little bit.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. What are you going to say?
Well, so like the deceased chases, when they would be KO'd, they go to their last 3 clicks. So then they go through their last 3 clicks, they get KO'd. Wonder Woman brings them back to life on click 7, heals back up. They would be KO'd again, go back to their last 3 clicks and have to die again.
Oh.
They take forever to kill that way.
That is cool.
That is going to be
And
a huge.
If you're here, I think pretty much everyone here has gotten a Death Metal Wonder Woman. So now all you have to do is go track down the chases.
Exactly. Just go
Well,
buy
good
a
luck
bunch
with
of
that.
Notorious
Yeah,
Weapons.
have fun with that.
At
I
least
got
it's
a
1 chase per
Hawkman.
brick on average, unless you get the 4 prime brick. But
I
yeah.
did see a battle royale yesterday that had 4 primes. Literally every single person was playing a prime, and that was just amazing.
Well, Kevin had one. He said there was 5 primes.
That's crazy.
So they had to rule that when because the 1 prime got passed all the way around, they had to rule that the last guy who got the 2nd prime, that he could still play it because you break the prime rule.
That is incredible.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like, my God. In a battle royale, there should never be 5 primes. Do you guys need to get going, or are we good to?
I mean, I think we're good until they call pairings, right?
Yeah, I don't have the app thing, so.
I mean, you just scan if you scan the barcode, it just brings you to a website. You click the event, which will be Worlds, and it'll just show you the standings. Right?
Oh, that's all it is then. Okay, yeah, cool.
So yeah, guys, we will have the link for this posted, the Modern Tournament, on our Facebook. We'll go ahead and pin that on our page. From there, you'll be able to see standings, pairings, everything. Do you guys want to give something away on stream?
Sure.
All right, let me go grab something.
I'll give away Ian's money any day.
It's not it's WizKids money.
Oh, that's even better.
So, think of something, and I'll play a quick commercial again, guys. Think of something you want the chat to type to enter into the giveaway. You can make them say anything; they'll do it. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
Hey you, I see your impressive Heroclix collection there. Do you happen to like Heroclix?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you wish you had more Heroclix content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok?
Dude, how did you get in here?
Just think, you could be watching awesome Heroclix content right now.
Okay, you gotta tell me why you're here, or else I'm gonna have to call the police.
Introducing Heroclix USA. Heroclix USA is a channel where we talk about all things Heroclix, from shorts to skits to gameplay and information.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you for sticking around. Joe, you want to show them what they can win here? What is that?
This is a Hawkeye piece, which is one of my favorite new con exclusives.
Ooh, all right, guys. So if you want a chance to win that, what do they have to type in the chat, Lucas?
Let's get as many Ed Sheltons in the chat as we can. Just Ed Shelton as much as you can. There.
Give us an Ed Shelton. You only do get the 1 entry for typing it in, so please comment it just once. But let's get as many Ed Sheltons as we can in the chat in the next 2 minutes here, and we will choose a random Ed Shelton in the chat to win a Hawkeye.
He's standing right.
He's standing. Here he is. Hey.
He was in the back of the room.
You want to
somehow,
show off the prize?
Somehow he heard him, and he just ran
Vanna.
over.
Come on, Vanna.
They invoke my name.
They invoke his name.
What you
Look
got,
at
Vanna?
that. Oh, look at that. A Hawkeye held personally by Ed Shelton. What a prize. Thanks, Ed.
That's hilarious.
We're getting quite a few, man.
Attaboy.
They are rolling in.
Invoke
Everyone
the
has
name.
spelt his name right so far.
He makes the rounds apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Somebody corrected themselves. Oh, somebody said Ed Shelton. Oh, that's good. I see it now, Hunter. No worries. Once again, only 1 entry. Dang, am I the only commercial? Heroclix USA, yes you are. I asked 2 other people. They did not give me one. So, yeah, I mean, I'll keep playing it. If people get annoyed, sorry.
If you want a commercial next year, let me know. I'll make one for you.
I don't know if I trust that.
I'll bleep out every other word. It's fine.
Bleep out. Say we're a little more family friendly on Dial H than.
Critical Clicks, we put the hard R rating in Heroclix.
Yeah.
So.
And it is a very, very, very hard R in the rating. You know, you open up an episode and within 10 seconds, it's okay, there's the tone, let's do it. Are you guys going to be recording some stuff post-Worlds relatively soon? Do you have you guys don't have a schedule at all?
No,
so.
it's literally Scott will message us and say, anybody podcast today? And we just go, sure. Sometimes it's within 5 minutes, sometimes it's later that day or whatever. I'm sure we will. Scott will want to talk about the results and everything and how it went down. I'm sure he's going to love me giving him crap about beating him in pulp because that's, the best thing in the world. I don't care how well I do as long as I beat Scott. So it's as long as I can keep that train rolling today, I'll be happy. But yeah, I'm sure we'll record a few an episode or 2 talking about results.
So we've got the timer up here. I am going to select 1 random person from the comments who commented Ed Shelton. Let me go ahead and get a count here. No doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hunter again. I think. Why'd you guys have to type it so many times?
Sorry,
you know
boys.
what? I'm just gonna have Joe pick a name out of here because I don't. You guys typed it too many times. Joe, who's walking away with the Hawkeye?
Favorite? Who's Joe's
Pick a
favorite?
commenter
Oh, he's got his
there.
reading glasses on. We did
He's
it.
got the reading glasses. Who's walking away with it?
Parker Strain.
Parker
That's a cool-
Strain.
have no idea who
That's a
that
little-
is.
that's a little
Parker
cool.
Strain,
There you go.
congratulations.
Yep.
Joe has
Parker
hand-picked
goes to
you.
my store in Sioux Falls, so well, there
Hey,
you go, Parker.
awesome. Oh, that Parker. I know
Yeah.
Parker.
Yep.
Very cool.
It sounded very superhero-y. So
There you
Match
go.
made in heaven.
For what it's worth, boys and girls, he had no idea who Parker
Yeah,
was.
A few people have said rigged because we were saying, like, if you guys have already won something, you can win again. And as I'm saying that, it's like, Jeff Dumas, you've won again. And somebody's like, oh, rigged.
Hey, if Jeff's in the chat every day watching the stream
He
and
deserves it.
getting
He-
down, yeah, you put in the time, get the rewards. So
So,
thanks to your
guys,
friends.
Parker, if you did win, please shoot us a message at dialhforheroclix@gmail.com on Facebook or on YouTube. Give us your address. I might just send it home with Lucas, actually.
He can just at you. He can at you on the Phoenix or on the Rainbow Discord.
Yeah, at me on the Rainbow Discord. We'll get it. We'll find a way to get it to Sioux Falls. I can maybe hand it out to Tristan. I just doxed you a bit. Sioux Falls as well. No, just kidding. Fake dox. But guys, we are getting pretty close to kickoff. We've got a few things to do in prep. Gentlemen, thanks for being on. Any last words before we hop off? Say your prayers.
Shaka,
No.
thank you guys.
Awesome, guys. Well, we will be back with more coverage later. We're going to be snagging interviews with people. You'll see that all on our Facebook. We'll be doing the same stuff we've done all week. And yeah, guys, the big dance is about to kick off. So best of luck.
Thank you,
and,
guys.
we'll see you out there.
Thank you, Ian.